So it is now officially exactly 1 week, I believe, since we signed our lease and got the keys for the new place, which I'm currently in. And it's also CHU'S birthday. And we originally had this whole plan, because that's what she did for me, where we were gonna do a birthday week of dinners for her, instead of a gift, because that's what she did for me, for my birthday. Problem is, we wound up moving on her birthday week. But it is her birthday, and so I wanted to do one of the more simple meals that she requested, which is some navy beans and ham cubes as a meal. Now that might sound a little simple to some of you, but she loves beans and she's been craving it for a while and has never made it with me. So I'm gonna try to make it. It's gotta sit for 5 hours. And then she also wanted a cake based on a specific image that she found a couple months ago, and I've saved it ever since. And I'll throw the image up now. And so I found a cake, but it's not completely covered in sprinkles. It's not exactly what she was wanting. So I also grabbed this little multi-thing of sprinkles, and I'm just going to use some of these to essentially make it covered in sprinkles, because it's essentially the same concept. So we'll see how all this goes. I also need to call the electricity and gas company to get things switched over to the new apartment, go drop off the carpet cleaner back at her family's, and hopefully soon go pick up a new video editing computer system from someone who's making a donation to my workflow. So we'll see. And even though that's a simple meal, that this would be challenging is that this is the current state of our kitchen, since we still haven't gotten to unpack anything. On top of the fact that we have barely any counter space to work with compared to normal, it's all already covered. So, yay. Alright, well this part wasn't too bad. Got some beans and ham cubes and my own take on the seasoning. Should turn out okay. We shall see in about 6 hours. I'm really afraid that I have already messed up CHU'S first of her birthday dinners. I stirred it up and tested the beans before I left, and they were still pretty crunchy. To be honest, I don't know what consistency navy beans are supposed to be, but everything I read said they're supposed to have just the right amount of softness. Now granted, they still had 1 to 2 more hours left to cook. I find it hard to believe that they're going to get that amount of softness in that short amount of time. They were still pretty hard. The instructions I was following just said leave them in there on low for 5 hours or for 6 hours, check on them after 5, and keep checking on them. So I don't know if our slow cooker just doesn't cook them quick enough, if I just had too many, I don't know. I only had a 2-pound bag. It definitely didn't even fill up the crock pot, but it also said to fill up water up to 2 inches above the level of the beans. And I'm pretty sure I did that, and then as they expanded, that water went away. You know, there was less water level, so I did add a little bit, but I don't know. I'm really afraid that I messed up her first dinner, but I made some progress cleaning things around. By no means made the living room any more accessible or any more ready to build a desk, unfortunately. It has not rained yet, and so the clouds have not gone away, so I have no clue when I'm actually going to get to paint the desk anyway. That kind of sucks. I was waiting. It was supposed to rain today and then be perfectly sunny and stuff for the rest of the weekend, or, you know, week and weekend. And it didn't rain, and the clouds have no sign of going away, which normally I absolutely appreciate, but when I specifically need a sunny day to just get the paint on and dried, a little frustrated. That's pretty much all that's happened today. I picked up a new video editing machine. Well, it's not new, but a video editing machine from a guy I work with who got it from an auction, and it's an Avid editing rig, and it's got this whole big live switcher. It's got a main tower, it's all rack mounted, a little editing shuttle jog, and a big storage array. And the box on it said Avid Nitrous from 2012, and so I was pretty excited. That was going to be pretty cool. Except it looks like it was decommissioned in 2012 due to age, as it still has 2 Xeon CPUs, which is about what my transcoding server has, but only it has about 4 gigs of RAM, which for 2 CPUs in general is, or even 1 CPU at this point, is a minuscule amount of memory. The hard drives are connected via IDE, which is an ancient connector, and there is a Windows XP license on the side. So if I ever actually get this thing booted up and find the right cable, it has some sort of external IDE ribbon cable thing to connect the hard drive storage array. If I ever get any of it working, it may be purely just something I make a video on how cool it was, but probably won't be able to use. But we'll see what the specs actually are once I get it booted and how it performs and stuff. Maybe I can make it hum yet again, and maybe I'll just use the cases for something new. Happy birthday to Chu. Happy birthday to Chu. Happy birthday, dear Chu. Happy birthday to Chu.
This is so awkward.
Why?
I hate having this song sung to me, because just stand there and do nothing as people talk. And
Yay!
Yay!
Pew pew pew!
I hit my hand. Oh, I forgot to make a wish.
You turned 4.
I'm making the wish now.
Your wish was to not be sung to anymore.
No, my wish is for you to finally be happy so that the...
This is your birthday!
And everything's good and I love you.
Your birthday.
I just want you to be happy.
Your birthday.
You're happy.
Grr.
Grr.
The beans and cornbread turned out alright.
Oh, you told them about
Yeah.
it? Did they see your struggle?
Yeah. I definitely didn't cook it because I think I vlogged when I tested them and they weren't ready yet. I was apparently supposed to cook them on high, not low, but
Just at first.
we got it edible and it was alright.
Adam, see, the way that I like food is to be really flavorful. I especially like spicy food. So I don't think Adam ever anticipated that one of my favorite dishes is so bland.
Yeah, I have been into it. I was like, why? What's good about this?
It's just nostalgic. Like, you know, my family didn't have much money growing up, and like as I got closer to my mom, I started eating more of what she ate. And, you know, she ate what she grew up with, which was like beans and like noodles with some canned tomatoes and stuff like that. So it just makes me think of my mom, and that's why I like it. And I just like cornbread because it's good, and it goes well with beans.
And the cake turned out okay. I couldn't really get the sprinkles on the side, but it's okay.
It's beautiful, and I love it. I love everything, and I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
And I got ice cream.
You love
He
ice
took
cream.
me to
Took you to the candy shop.
No. No.
Okay.
Oh.
I ruined the moment.
Birthday's ruined.
Damn it. What are you doing? He wants in the window, but that window's too high for him. Poor Pud, he's gonna cry. What are you doing?
Keep doing what you were doing. Your head looks so big.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm living my life, one day at a time.
How you feeling, Epos?
Tribo.
What?
Tribo.
What?
Oh,
You wanna go to sleep?
no.
Eve?
No. I want to watch all the shows.
Oh. I just scratched my nose, but my hand was in front of the camera. I'm tired. Ow, I had a pimple there. Let's show everyone the room.
It's the room.
Oh my god.
The happy room. I'm gonna drop it. Here you go.
Tell us some things, Epos.
Some things?
Some things.
What things am I telling?
I don't know what things are in your brain.
We're painting tomorrow.
Painting what?
The desk.
The desk?
Even if it rains.
Okay, honey.
We're painting it.
We're painting.
I got work to do.
I can't tell what's stressing you out more, having the apartment disastrous or not working.
Having the apartment disastrous and not having work to distract me.
Did you tell them about the bed?
No.
Do you want to tell them about the bed?
I spent like 2 hours, an hour and a half-ish, on top of like time to dig out all the parts that were in the other bedroom piled under
My
boxes.
nose itches. Take the phone.
Oh my gosh. Spent like 2 hours building the stupid bed frame and repairing it because it was broken, and so my dad cut out wood for us to put in place, and I had to break off pieces of wood in order to fit it there and got a million splinters. And then screwed in the new pieces, built the bed frame, and then come to find out it's a king size, and we have a queen size mattress and box spring. And there's like literally no way to make it work.
When given to us, we were told that it was a queen size. I checked. Yeah.
So now we're back without a bed frame. I wasted like half the day. And now I need help getting it down the stairs to throw it away. Because the headboard is heavy as fuck.